what are some things that maybe you saw changes? And I'm asking because I don't know. Did you witness changes from when you guys first became part of her channel and then slowly things started to stick out? Or what were some red flags that you were like, this doesn't sit right with me?
I think it got worse as time went on. Because at first, like when I joined, we were doing the Kimberly Raymer case. And I really thought we were helping, even though everybody was saying we weren't. But I really thought we were helping. The red flag started with me was we weren't allowed to have private chats. So like if I wanted to talk to Nasa, but not in the group setting, I had to make a chat with Natasha and Nasa just to talk to Nasa. It was told that she always had to be a part of the chat that we made. And she said it stopped drama, but really it didn't. And she kept that rule. I'm sure she still has it. And somebody asked in chat, like, the fear factor of why we were scared, to leave. Natasha knows a lot about our families. She knows hard stuff we've been through that we don't want plastered on a Facebook Live or on a YouTube Live. So it took us so long to even do this because at first we were scared. We've seen what she did to you, MJ, and we didn't want her to do that to us.
Natasha also behind the scenes, sorry Kristen, she runs a slander campaign against people day in and day out. If she doesn't like somebody or their content, she will voice it. She will say she's sick, she's so tired of this, her blood pressure's high because of the stress. And we were trying to promote her to back away from the stress because it's not healthy. But this smear campaign that goes on is her conditioning us. And when you hear that for 2 years, that paranoia and that isolation is there. And it's real.
There's a reason that
she didn't make us do it, or she didn't make us do anything. Inadvertently, she never, but she conditioned us to feel that there was ramifications for our actions if we went against what she said.
I'll be honest, I had the idea of these girls, from what I was told, was, that they were horrible, that they were going around taunting her, that this and that. And I was also told things about another channel creator, specifically this whole twisted backstory. And I believed it because at the time, why would I not? And let me just say, the truth compared to what you're told is two total opposite sides of the spectrum. It truly is.
My intentions were not to hurt anyone. And now that I have had time to step back and reflect, now that I'm not a part of that group, I can see why it was so easy to make all of us out to be monsters, because we did act as if we were horrible people. So I do apologize for that.
Jen, I do know exactly what you're referring to, and let me take this moment to publicly apologize to you. I always thought if drama was involved, you were behind it, and that wasn't fair. It's not an excuse, but that's what I thought, and that's what I was always told to think, and I was not thinking for myself, and I do apologize. Just the smear campaign that was over and over and over. And like I said, I'm ashamed of myself for believing that for so long and not actually looking into it myself.
And you have to remember that is a form of brainwashing in general. Repetition is the best form of brainwashing. Repetition is the best form of brainwashing. If you say it over and over, and I'm not saying this to be an excuse, I'm just saying it's a tactic. If you say something over and over and you say it with conviction, eventually people will just start to take your word for it.
Y'all know she dictates even where the subs go. And she will track you down and find out why you were in a specific chat. That's not right at all. I mean, it's crazy.
I just want to touch base on that. That was another thing that happens when you're in Natasha's inner circle is all of her Facebook groups and all of her pages, she'll have you admin them. So when something goes wrong with her pages, that affects your Facebook profiles personally. So like I know me and quite a few of the ladies that were admin on her page, we all lost our Facebook profiles. And that hurts because I know for me, like we have messages from loved ones that have passed on or best friends that have passed on, and it's all lost. And it was lost because of drama.
So the night I finally said I was done was when Mandy C went live saying she was going to hurt herself. I'm trying not to cry, but she went live saying she was going to hurt herself. And Nasa went in her chat and was trying to tell her, like, it's okay, Mandy, like, calm down, giving her positive words. Natasha yelled at Nasa for doing that. And so that's when I messaged Nasa and I said, did she just yell at you? Like, did she just yell at you? And Nasa's like, yep, she sure did. And that's when I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I stayed because of the friendships with the girls I had. I didn't want to lose that friendship with the other girls. But at that moment, when she was telling me, or saying, she's not going to do it, she's doing it for attention, she's done this before, I already talked to her boyfriend. Okay, but what if there is a 0.001 chance she really was going to do it? Would you want to take that chance over YouTube?
That night, when you guys went over there into Mandy's chat, she sounded like a drill sergeant. She was like, mods, disengage, abort, now. And I was like I had a come to Jesus moment for a moment, and I was like, what is wrong with this lady?
Okay. One says, Natasha, have you ever personally witnessed Natasha blatantly misuse money that was collected for one purpose and put towards something different? Have any of you guys?
Can I raise my hand?
Yes.
I already know the answer.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when I finally caught on to the money thing, finally, it hit me in the head. Are you stupid, Kristen? Her and Hannah had COVID. So she was like, oh, in the mod chat, she's like, all these people are messaging me, wondering what they can do, and they're wondering where they can donate. Can someone set up a PayPal fundraiser or whatever it was? Whatever fundraiser. Okay. So
she did ask for that. She asked for that? Oh, wow.
All these people donated. I will say it only got to 400, which is still a lot to me. That is still a lot of money.
And a portion of that. Oh, sorry, Kristen. And a portion of that did come from her own family member.
Yes, it was 150, I believe. That was from her family. And DTOS did a video on the COVID scam. And you can see me in there. I feel like a fool now, but she went live talking about how she bought all these new boots and a whole new winter wardrobe and all this and all that. And I went to the chat that she wasn't in, and I said, you guys, Natasha is live right now, and she just said she bought all this shit after trying to raise money for meals.
And you guys helped promote, correct? As her mom?
Yes.
And that put you guys in an awful position.
Inadvertently, we were accomplice to her scam, not knowing that it was a scam.
So this fundraiser would be started in a friend's name or a mod's name, and that way, when Natasha ends up using that money to where it's not supposed to, where does that leave the person whose name it was under, or all the girls who, as mods, donate to the the COVID fund, donate to this. So that it's not like they have any idea ahead of time that she was going to go buy a winter wardrobe. But to even put your friends in that type of situation is horrible. So long story short, was it one time or was it numerous times that you guys personally witnessed her raise funds and the funds don't go to where they're supposed to go?
The one I was most aware of was the COVID one. Nasa and them would know more about the.
Were you around?
I was there during the gypsy scam, and when that scam happened, I had red flags, and I did donate anyways. And the funds didn't go to where they were supposed to because they were supposed to be for all the receipts for the trial, and they were supposed to be from Nick, and they never did come. She just pretty much got a vacation and did a couple videos about it. And at the time, I just said, well, that's fine. If that's all you could get, that's all you could get. I didn't donate to any of her other funds until the last one. And the last one for me was when she accused a former mod of going into her yard and stealing Mariah's bike.
And that's why it took us so long to actually be willing to come forward and talk about it, is because there is so much just guilt and self-reflection that we have had to, do and work through. I can't count how many times we would just sit and just talk to each other and be like, I can't believe I stayed for so long. I can't believe I partook in a lot of, the things that were going on. I can't believe I treated people the way that I treated.
The cash after Ching, they asked, do you all think the excess money is really going to Toys for Kids? I want to say, if she runs scams similar to what she did previously, she will give some things to kids, but there will always be a cut for her included with it.
Okay, so now with that question though, I think, now see, we all have different opinions. We're all still best friends. I think she is going to do Christmas for Kids. Because she has this $20,000 fund that she wants everybody to forget about.
Yep.
She wants everybody to forget about that.
Notice when she says anything about scamming now, she'll say, they just want to keep saying that I'm scamming the Christmas fund. She leaves the $20,000 out of sight, out of mind. It's just solely on that Christmas fund.
And if she follows through with these Christmas funds going to where they were supposed to go to, then she'll turn around and see guys, and you think I'm going to use the legal fund for something like that? It's supposed to rest assure anyone who has doubt that, well, she followed through with the Christmas fund. Why wouldn't she follow through with this? And it's a distraction technique.
I believe, I'm going to name one specific one. DTOS, they use Natasha's own words to make their videos. They don't body shame. They don't talk about her children.
There's no room for low blows. There's no need for it, especially when she gives you
there's
so...
enough.
Yeah.
There's enough other stuff to talk about. I mean, her scams, how she conducts herself on lives. That's content for days.
On the bullying and harassment that goes on, and not just by Natasha, about people who are there partaking like we did, day after day.
Yes,
that's what we want to focus on. We don't feel that if we were to lower ourselves to body shaming, that will make us no different than Natasha.
And Nasa, I think there was something else that you and I talked about, and I think the other girls, we've all talked about it. The subs over there. The subs over there are a major contributor to the drama and the harassment, and some of the things they say in that chat are far worse than things that even Natasha says.
But that's what Natasha does, is she gets her chat rolled up, so they say everything that she agrees with, but she doesn't actually say it. So when she can go back and say, well, I never said that about you, but she gave everybody else the ammo to say that about you and a platform to speak about you. Her, as a channel creator, should set the tone. And she doesn't. She says one thing, but acts another.
Well, you have to look at it from her sub's point of view. So you have to remember that she tells her subs, do not go over to these hate channels. Don't even stick up for me. There's a reason that she says that. It's because she doesn't want people to listen to the other side. That
and judge for themselves.
And that is a characteristic of a cult, where they shut down any readings or any speeches or anything whatsoever that is preaching a different narrative than their own. Okay? And what you don't want is, if a sub does decide, I want to go look for myself, and they come in and you are just attacking, and I'll be out, like, I'm not saying I'm innocent. I've made comments too that I probably should not, well, no, I definitely should not have made, and I get there too. So I'm not trying to like make anyone feel guilty. I'm just saying, if you look at it from the subscriber's point of view and they come in, something like DTOS or people's social media, where that's why I think their channels are the best, simply because there is no opinion. This is not my perspective. This is facts. Here's screenshots. Here's her own words. Here's her own voice. You be the decider of it. But if you come in and you're poking fun, people won't stay long enough to actually look at the information. They're just going to say, they're pieces of shit. They're attacking her for this, and that makes her appear to be the victim. And she will focus on those people, and she will play the fucking victim.
But there's a reason why she doesn't play people of social media and DTOS's videos during her lives. It's because they don't go below the belt. It's 100% facts, no emotions invested behind it.
Mm-hmm. When you get to the point where the first thing you do when you wake up in the day is check a group message, or, like, what did I miss on YouTube? This person made this community post. Oh my God, did you see that person made this comment? Now I got to go live and address this. You start to really get caught up. I got caught up too, and I'm not blaming that on her. I allowed myself to get caught up. But I realized, holy fuck, I am getting worked up because this person left that comment on a community post that really has nothing to do with me, but it felt maximized. It felt important, right? Until you step back.
Yes.
What it means when they said, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's because once you step back and once you realize what the hell you were just involved in and what's actually occurring, you realize none of this shit matters. Like, I was getting amped up because this Joe Schmo left a comment under this Joe Schmo's community post, and I was like, oh, we gotta go to chat. Like, what? Like, wait a second. Like, who? Because then once you shut your laptop off and you go out and you live your life for a little bit, you realize it doesn't fucking matter. Thanks, Holly. And Rena's like, let me speak English. You could get booted if you had real life going on and weren't active. And what she's saying is, like, if Natasha reached out, she expected you to be there. Well, and these girls could say more than that, but like, because I wasn't in the groups, but even the little bit that I was there and talking to her, like, when she reached out, you needed to respond. She's going live. She's doing this. Where are you? We need to go on battle. We need to address these bitches, like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so like in the one chat we had, when real life was going on, we would have to tell her, like, okay, this is going on. I may be reading chat, but I'm not able to participate. I'm not able to be there. And she would still get pissy about it. It's like she went
from having lives that were an hour, because she always made fun of people who went live for hour upon hour upon hour. And then she became that person. And she expected you to be there and allot that much time to her to moderate her lives. And her lives had been going, right before I left, more real life after real life after real life. And for you to be in that constant state of like worrying and panic and stress, it drains you. Like, it sucks the life right out of you. And you're exhausted, and then you wake up in the morning, her chat's going off, she's going off with something else.
All day.
And you don't have a time to reset or block out. Like, I didn't have healthy boundaries when I was with Natasha. At all. Because there was no way I closed her off. She had access 24/7. And I know that's not right, and that is on me. And that's why I'm such a firm believer now that boundaries are healthy and boundaries are necessary.
We understand that everyone likes their own thing, right? Everyone is going to go to their whatever channel they feel most comfortable with, and that's totally fine. But thank you for the people who have been here and who are open-minded and who are looking for the same thing that we're looking for, which is just a place where we can support each other, we can communicate, and we can try to all be better, right? Because every day we could all be better people, support one another. And I'm excited to take this journey with you people. Right, and I don't know if we put it in the description yet, but if not, you can reach out to us. It's reclinersurvivors@gmail.com. We believe in privacy, whether you're on this side or not on this side or in a complete enemy side, and you need someone to talk to, reach out. We will not blast you. It is nobody's business. It will stay between us, but don't hesitate.
You've got 5 mods. 5 mods who have left. 5 mods who can give you the advice you need, and maybe can even help you make that exit. But
or even if you're just a subscriber, point blank. If you have questions, if you need to communicate, if you need support, reach out.
Yep.
And you don't have to worry about it being blasted on a live. We can assure you that.